In this lesson one, I'm going to teach you about your blog categories right here. So your blog categories are really important for SEO because your blog categories are what put this blog post in the proper place in your website. Think about your website like a newspaper or a bookstore. And if I was reading this blog post about listing my home, I may want to read other similar blog posts. The point of writing a blog post is to have somebody come to your blog and read it and stay on your blog post. The longer that they are reading your blog post, the longer that they will stay on your website, and Google is giving you credit for every person that is on your website and how long they are on your website and if they return to your website. So we want to optimize your blog post so that it is easy to find other related blog posts. So to do that, you're going to make sure that when you do a blog post, you're putting it in the proper category. And as you can see over here under these categories, categories should also have subcategories. So like for instance, you have sellers and home staging. Home staging is under sellers. And up here you have buyers, and then you have buyer checklists, buyer tips, first-time home buyers, home buying, and open houses. So we want to make sure if you're ever adding new categories that you put them under the proper category and subcategory. And when you're creating a new category, that you're putting them in the right subcategory if there is one. Just like if you're at a bookstore. If you're into historical romances and you're at a library or a bookstore, you would go to fiction, and then you would go to romance, and then you would go to historical romance. So you're going to be able to create new categories, and I want you to create them in this hierarchy if you need to create them. And I want you to make sure your blogs are all in the proper category to begin with when you create them. So here's what we're going to do. This one is about listing your home. So this is real estate. Yes, that is a good category, but it isn't the category that it should be under. So we're going to uncheck that. And we're going to come down here and we're going to put it under sellers. But listing your home, let's see what this is about. It's about pricing. It's basically tips for listing your home, right? So this would be home selling tips. So we're going to come over here, and I think it doesn't fit under this subcategory. It only really fits on this one. So we're going to add a new category, and we're going to call it home selling tips. And we're going to nest it under, so we're going to subcategorize it under sellers. And that would be the subcategory for it. And if there's any other, like some of these categories, house hunting checklist, that would normally, when you first created it, you should have nested it under buyers, but it's here now and we don't make changes once it's here. So we'll leave that there. But now you have it in under the sellers category. There's no other selling category that we could put that in, so we're going to leave that alone. And that's it. Now that you have it in the proper category, we can update this blog post. And now when we view the post, you have it in the proper category right here, sellers and home selling tips. And if somebody's reading this, they can actually jump to the category to see more blog posts that are related. And usually down at the bottom, it's going to show you those related posts. So anything that has to do, see how your home looks to get it sold, that one shouldn't be under selling, but basically these are all selling articles. And that's what we want here. We want them to have the selling articles under here. So maybe when they're reading this article, they might come down here and stay longer on your site and click on one of these related posts. And that's it for tip 1, making sure that you fill out the categories.